It's been a joy, first of all, to continue to be the voice for our members in Nebraska agriculture. And as we went into the special session, we really did have to be a strong voice. I mean, there was obviously some contention in the conversations, but ultimately I feel like as we finished up this special session, we did speak up for agriculture well. We fought for what is important for agriculture, and primarily the parts of our policy that really speak to property tax. And we did get some property tax relief done. And I think that's a good thing ultimately, that we did not go backwards. We did come out of this session with some more property tax relief, I think another $100 and some million of property tax relief. The relief is really going to come in the form of not having to file for that credit and get a check back. Instead, on your property tax statement, the credit will just automatically be on there and subtracted. So when you write that check for your property taxes, it's going to be just that amount. Don't have to file and wait and get a check back. We did also put some caps on spending. Spending has to be part of the conversation. You have revenue and spending. And so there's some caps put on spending, which we've talked about quite a bit, that we felt like needed to be a part of any sort of legislation, and that was in there as well. A lot of part of the stuff that we were working on was actually broadening the base. And we had a lot of conversations about broadening the base, finding new ways to bring in revenue. During this session though, during the special session, there was just a lot of conversations about how we do that. One of the ways presented on how to do that is to actually tax inputs and or machinery. And so that is in direct opposition to policy at Nebraska Farm Bureau that our members have really put in place for a long time, a deeply held belief that you should not tax inputs. So we worked really hard at making sure that particular part of the exemption conversation didn't make it through. And so we spent a lot of energy on that, but I think what a lot of people don't understand is that we were really for a big chunk of the exemptions that we felt like probably could have come off and really helped aid in reducing property tax. I just want to thank the members for their engagement. You know, I as president representing you, it's a privilege to do that. But in these conversations, we need everybody engaged. And our members really stepped up when it counted to engage and have the conversation and let our leadership know what they think and really what our policy says. And they did that really excellent during this special session. And I just want to thank them for certainly being part of the conversation. Just like in agriculture, there are seasons, and there will be another season for the legislative effort. And so that January is going to come pretty quick. So we are gearing up. There's a lot more to do relative to the property tax conversation. I think we can move the dial. Now the conversation set up in the special session has given us insight into probably some more strategies that we need to employ and different topics that we need to look at to ensure that when we have the conversation in January that we are really prepared. And we're going to do that by continuing to work with our senators and leadership, form those coalitions, have those conversations to ensure that when we get there, that we can have good legislation, that we can ultimately get 33 senators to agree and continue to reduce the property tax burden in Nebraska. Even though we've been concentrating, talking about this session, the special session on property tax, when you really step back and you look at all the things that we do here at Nebraska Farm Bureau, we're involved in a lot of conversations, a lot of topics. Policy development is happening over the next couple months, and I would really encourage our members to step up, and if there's things that we need to create and either protect or advocate for in policy, that we put that together and we come together in December and vote on that. And we will go to work in January, both at the state level and at the federal level on behalf of Nebraska farmers and ranchers.